Hello everybody, so thank you in the comments and letting me know some things. I'm actually going to be trying out a couple of things this time. First off, I wanted to give a shout out to the person that mentioned that if I enter my phone number into the, it's like a authentication thing on YouTube, you can actually increase the length of your YouTube videos. So I found out that my original limit was actually 15 minutes. But I can now record beyond that, so I should be able to do all the Boletaria, which is Boletaria 1, the first level of Boletaria, all in one recording, as well as a boss fight, hopefully, if I can get through it fast enough. If not, I'll start separating the videos into location and then boss fight. Although some of the locations may require 2 videos, depending on whether or not I want to do Stonefang Tunnels 2 all the way through the maze, or if I just want to take the shortcut. I'm not sure yet, but I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the Undead Mode, because it's actually something I forgot to address in the last video. If you've noticed, my HP is actually decreased by half, or cut in half. Somebody in the comments was saying that they hate the way that they handled the undead mechanics in this game, but I actually wanted to talk about why they did the things they did and how I actually prefer it to Dark Souls. They have a motive for it. They weren't just trying to make you want to cry, but, well, I mean, they kind of were, but the reason why they did that is because they want to encourage the players to play in body form, and body form allows you to get invaded or co-op, so it encourages cooperative play. Whereas if you play offline in body form, you don't have as much health. You can increase your health to 75% by getting the cling ring, but rings become extremely important in this game, and giving up a ring slot is really difficult. So I would much prefer to not play in Undead, but there are ways to go about it, and there are certain rings that are more important than others, so you can sacrifice them. But some rings are pretty important for builds, especially like the I can't ever pronounce it, the Morion Blade and like the Clever Rat's ring, one of the Rat's rings. Yeah. Trying to remember where I was gonna go from there. Getting distracted by playing. Not that good at playing and talking at the same time, so I'm gonna have to try to get used to that. But yeah, that's why they did that. And then I don't remember, I don't think I've left out anything else. Oh, I did. Somebody requested that I record pure Black World tendency, just to sort of show you guys what it's like, because there are special Black Phantoms, Black Phantom enemies, but at the same time there's also something called the Primeval Demon, or I think it's Primeval, that only appears in certain stages with Black World tendency. So I believe the stages were, if I recall correctly, it was Stonefang Tunnels 1, it was like on a cliffside, and then 4-2, which is Shrine of Storms 2, should be also on a cliffside, but they look like giant microbes, kind of. And they're really kind of creepy looking. They don't actually hurt you from what I remember, they just kind of sit there. But when you kill them, you get special souls called Colorless demon souls. At least I think that that's, if I recall correctly, I'm pretty sure that that's what they drop. But correct me if I'm wrong, it's been a very long time since I've actually played certain mechanics of, or like have used certain mechanics of the game. The last time I did my potato stream, I just kind of rushed through the game to sort of show it off, but I wanted to do a you guys, so you guys can actually not get a migraine while you watch me play. But yeah, maybe I'll show off more of the special mechanics in this game, or the secret mechanics, just to sort of give you guys an idea of what they took out of Dark Souls in comparison to Demon Souls, and kind of show you all the secrets. That's one of the reasons why the person who commented said that it's one of the reasons why they hated Demon Souls in comparison to Dark Souls, is that there were a lot of these hidden mechanics and it was very complicated, and they didn't like it, it felt more punishing or whatever, but I actually prefer that, because it brought the community together in a way that I haven't seen for any other game, since there was a lot of speculation, and just a lot of math, and a lot of testing, and a lot of really creative things, whereas, with Dark Souls, there was some, like with the Grave Lower, there was some testing, and with some of the other mechanics there was, but that was more due to faulty netcode on their part, and faulty, just like the way that they put the servers and stuff. So it was really difficult to actually figure out what was going on. a sec. I should have just like parried or backstabbed. That would have given me invincibility, but whatever. I'm not quite sure if I want to try to get all the items for you guys. Maybe I'll show you the Mausoleum. And then I'll go back there later on in one of my other LPs, but the Mausoleum is usually for late level play and you have to get a key in order to unlock it, but I'll show you the area in general at first. Also, I'm kind of hoping that the attenuation of the auto ducking and like the way that the volume works now, so hopefully you guys can hear me a little bit more when I talk. So the audio should be kind of decreasing whenever I speak. If that bothers, for some reason when I did my stream on Twitch, it was bothering a lot of people. If that bothers you guys, let me know. I can fix it again. I'm still kind of figuring out sort of how I'm gonna do the audio, so that would be great if you guys could just comments what you guys think. Also, my apologies for people who really like parries and really like backstabs and stuff. You'll probably see me do that a little bit more in some of the other levels of this game, but I probably won't be doing it that early on in this one. I'm just trying to get through this as fast as I can, but I don't know if you guys have noticed, but the enemies don't require as much parry action as they did in Dark Souls because it's really easy to get around their defenses, whereas with some of the Hollow Knights in sort of like the Undead Parish and the Undead Burg are really, they're a little bit more difficult because of the whole poise thing and the whole all their shields, which is something that's a little bit different than this game. You could pretty much get through this game without really parrying much, which is both good and bad. I mean, it's more bad than anything because learning how to parry is really good. But it's much more faster rather than having to engage the enemy if you just kind of rush them down and use two-handed. Oh, okay. So this area over here, if we continue through here and we look down this little pathway, you'll see like a red-eyed knight back there and you'll see like an item, but there's a building that's right there, and that's the Mausoleum. And the Mausoleum houses King Doron, and he has a really good sword. He's a sub-boss, and he's not really, like, aggressive. He just kind of wants to test your valor and your strength and stuff. But you could fight him and get rid of a quarter of his life, and he'll give you the sword, and if you continue to try to kill him, he'll give you his armor set, but it's male-specific, and he'll give you a really good ring that increases your endurance. Or your endurance regen speed. So I'll go back there later on in the game, but I don't know, fighting him legitimately is kind of silly. And I'll try to fight him legitimately so you guys can see, but he's, I forgot, Franz, a German spy, actually gave me the stats about his health, about how they actually had to, actually, like, give him more health than any boss in the game. I don't know, hopefully he'll come in the comments and correct me. Yeah. he's really beefy. Also, I think I got another comment in the comments section asking about strength weapons for a strength build, and I'm actually going to be making this character a strength build. My personal favorite is the Blue Blood Sword build, but there are I actually want to do the strength build because there are more variety of weapons. The strength build has a lot of weapons you can use, which are all really good. So I want to do the strength build so that way you guys can sort of see the variety of equipment and I can show off some special weapons for you guys. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So... Oh, it kind of glitched. Normally they blow themselves up. But yeah, so the strength builds have the blue blood sword, they have the meat cleaver. The great axe is just a normal weapon, it's not sort of like a legendary type weapon, but it's really good and the animation for the great axe is amazing. I love it. I love it a lot. It was the only weapon that I ever really felt confident against the Murden Hammer with. But that could just be me, I don't know about you guys. For those of you who have played Demon Souls and understand the pain of the Murden Hammer, also, there are only 2 roll speeds. I don't know if you guys noticed that. There's not the 3 that there were in... Or however many there were. There were technically 4 with the ring, I think, right? I could be totally off on all of this. It's been quite a bit of time since I've... I mean, like, I kind of... When I did my donation stream, I did a playthrough of Dark Souls, but that was really painful. And thank you guys for sitting through that with me. Because I was playing a build that kind of requires a little bit more experience. And I was just kind of like, oh, I haven't played in a while, I'll just pick up this build again. And that was a horrible idea, but everyone was saying that I should do Zap-Hander, but I have too much pride to do Zap-Hander. Or any electricity weapons. Though I did beat Quelaag with the large wooden club. So that's a thing that I did. That was funny. Maybe I'll do another, when I do my Dark Souls playthrough, maybe I'll do another deprived build. Or Barbarian, or whatever they're called. Barbarian in this game, I think deprived in that one. Oh, yeah, so I just got the cling ring. I totally forgot to put that on. So this is the thing that gives me 75% of my health. It's really good early game, but late game, once you become more reliant on rings, it's kind of a pain. Oops, I accidentally clicked that. Oops. Oops, oops, oops. Okay, I'm gonna save these. So this is Ostrava of Boletaria. He's a really important character. He's actually the son of the king of Boletaria who let his kingdom kind of fall prey to the demons.
My thanks for your brave rescue. I am Ostrava of Boletaria.
He gives you some shiny things that you can give to the crow. Because instead of Snuggly the crow, it's Shiny the crow. She likes shiny things. Backstabs are also a little bit funny. I'm still trying to get used to them. They're a lot more forgiving than Dark Souls was, but once you get used to the Dark Souls animation, it's really difficult to sort of pinpoint where you used to sort of hit things from. So sorry about my scrubby play. Oops, I don't think you can parry two-handed weapons. That was really sloppy. Whatever. Whatever. Moving on. Also, somebody mentioned in the comments that parrying in this game is much more difficult than Dark Souls. I'm not quite sure how I feel about that. I feel like I'm more successful at parrying in this game than I was in Dark Souls, but I think that that's because I got really used to it. I think Dark Souls is a little bit more forgiving with the parry system. Oops, oops, oops. I'm just messing this up. There we go. Wasting firebombs. Oh, I think I also forgot to mention other strength weapons too. Wait, maybe I did mention the Northern Regalia, which is the Soul Brand, and the, what was it, the Demon Brand? Something Brand? Another thing I don't remember because it's been so long. But if you fuse them together with a certain demon soul... Oops, oops. Gotta get used to this again. Okay. If you fuse them together with a certain demon soul, then... yeah. You can get the Northern Regalia, which is a really good strength weapon. Oops. Didn't see that guy. I think I need to close my blinds as well. I think it's a little bit difficult for me to see right now. Glare on my TV. Making excuses. Let's see how long I'm at. I'm at 17 minutes now, so by now if my 15-minute extension thingy didn't work, I'll probably have made a part 2 of this video. This is probably part 2. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see how it all works. Hopefully it works. Crossing my fingers. Oops. Gosh, I can't parry any of these attacks he's throwing out. They always do that charge attack, which is really obnoxious. There we go. God. Oh cool, I got a new shield, so... I probably shouldn't equip it yet, because it'll affect my rolling speed. If I continue going that way, there's actually a merchant that's over there. Actually, hold on. I'm actually gonna close my blinds. Give me one sec. There's a merchant that's over there, and he sells just like really typical stuff. I mean, not really stuff that is really that great. There. Well, let me see if I can... I need to adjust myself real quick. Sorry, intermission. I'll probably edit this out. Or not. There we go. That's much better. Hopefully you guys can still hear me well enough. So let's see, what am I at now? I think I'm at 20 minutes now. Maybe now would be a good time to turn this into part 2. Right here, I'll just do this really quick. I'm gonna actually make part 2 now. Cut this off. I think 20 minutes is probably a good length for each video, but this is where the dragons are. This is actually a World Tendency event. If I have pure white World Tendency, they won't be here. So I could actually go and get all those items, and there's actually a really good shield out there that I will be getting after I beat the Phalanx boss. It's this boss. So I'm gonna make part 2, start at the bridge. So goodbye everybody, and